for tuning in for another episode of Unreal Talk. I'm Brian. That's Dave.
And we do the research.
We are the Fuppet.
Yes, exactly. We are the Fuppet. And it's really still too early for this shit.
Despite the fact that we're filming at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, do bear in mind
I got up 2 hours ago because I actually work graveyard. And I went to the gym this morning.
Minus me.
Yeah. Because some people don't want to get up early.
Hey, I was up. Some people just have kids they have to get ready for school. Anyway.
It's your fault for not just plopping them in front of the TV like everyone else. You know, you should be feeding your kids, Happy Meals and letting them watch television instead of actually teaching them values like every other parent in the world.
And sending them to Hot Topic instead of them having to think about what's trendy.
I remember when shopping at Hot Topic meant something.
Yeah.
Like, you remember when we used to go to Hot Topic and, the entire front of the store was pretty much blacked out and the whole place was dimly lit and scary as hell?
Yeah.
It's like, people wouldn't bring their kids in there. People under a certain age would walk by Hot Topic and assume that the devil was staring back at them through the windows.
Yeah. Those were some great days. Yeah, anybody who's familiar with Hot Topic, which I'm sure most people are if you live in America, know that Hot Topic these days is just the next trendiest thing for kids. Like, whatever teenagers or, tweens or whatever are into, that's where you're going to go to find clothes or accessories or whatever for it.
Yep. It is the official bandwagon jumping jump-off point.
Yeah, I was actually over in my local mall today, and apparently the new Cinderella movie that's coming out, they figure is going to be socially relevant for today's young teenagers, because everything there was Cinderella-based.
That's because every fairy tale movie right now is more or less shot to look just like Twilight, and written to be more or less a Twilight ripoff.
It's so hot right now.
Prove me wrong.
It's like Hansel. Oh, do you know they're making a sequel to...
Yes, I heard about the Zoolander sequel. Jesus Christ. Ben Stiller must be very bored.
Or just in need of money for some reason. He must have a gambling problem.
I don't think he's in need of money. I think he just is legitimately bored. It's like, you do so many nights at the museums, you kind of want to derelict your own balls.
Yeah, so... As far as Hot Topic goes, though, yeah, these days...
I mean, don't get me wrong. They do have cool stuff at Hot Topic. I had to get a new lanyard for my badge at work because the one that they gave me at work was a piece of shit. So I went to Hot Topic, spent like $7 or $8, and got myself a really cool Venom lanyard. Has a little spider symbol on it. Looks really cool. But, there were people in there, like adults with children wandering in. And I remember they used to play like a lot of alternative dark metal and, just really hard music that was kind of just passionate and scary and really intense. Now it's just like they play, whatever.
Even the staff used to be, I don't know if this was all Hot Topics, but all the ones I'd ever been into that seemed they hired like the alternative, staff.
I don't know, man. Maybe you just went on a bad day to the one at the mall.
Oh, they still got...
There's some alternatives there.
Huh. Because I remember...
Tattoos and piercings all over the place, hair color in every color of the rainbow.
Yeah, like spike gauntlets and shit,
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and boobs.
Boobs? I definitely must have walked in on the wrong day.
Yeah. When I went in to get my lanyard, I was like, whoa. Boobs with tattoos. Just saying.
Good combination.
Mm-hmm. But that's the one thing that hasn't changed about Hot Topic, at least, for the shift that I happen to be there. Now,
you might have gotten some of the old-timers that have been working there a couple years.
The leftovers.
Is Spencer still around? I haven't noticed.
Spencer's is still around.
Because there was one in the mall, but I really wasn't in that side of the mall today.
It's over by the food court in the Build-A-Bear.
Oh.
It's kind of tucked away. They moved it from... It used to be right next to the Cinnabon, near where the buses were, but then they moved to the complete other side by the food court.
You might want to write that down.
Yeah, if you're ever in Reno and you're at the Meadowood Mall, get back on your plane and go back where you came from. What are you doing here?
But if you do want to go to Spencer's now, it's by the food court.
Yeah.
don't-
Right near that place that used to be Sbarro's, but is now another pizza place that does exactly what Sbarro's did.
Probably uses their leftover ingredients.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Some dough left over in the freezer. Just toss it out and make pies.
What's the matter, you? Splat.
You're like, what's the matter, you man? Just saying.
Yeah. So another topic of contention. I think we've already beat Spencer's into the ground already. Within.
The thing about Hot Topic is, it's still a good place to shop. The stuff is still cool, but it's more about the people there that make it like. It used to be a place where people who were, a little outside the norm could go and hang out and shop and feel a sense of community. But now, I noticed they were redoing some of the stores a while back, and I was like, oh, this can't end well. And then all of a sudden, it's like this urban brick face on the front of the store, and the big windows, and, the doors that used to be like big-ass iron-wrought gates are gone. And I'm just like, I guess. I can still go there. It's just like, if you had a favorite nightclub or a favorite bar that suddenly got reimagined and you walked in the door and you're like, I can still drink here, but I don't feel as comfortable as I used to.
You're like, man, they still call that RoboCop, but that's not. He should get his ass to Mars.
He went to Mars because that's where the goddamn conflict was. If the conflict had been on Pluto, he would have gone to Pluto instead. The point is, he was supposed to. You are hopeless. You are hopeless beyond hopeless.
Yeah.
Table flip.
But one thing they never made were Total Recall Happy Meals.
That's true. I would have liked a little action figure of the three-breasted hooker.
Yeah, although with it being a Happy Meal, it just would have been like two pieces of plastic put together with possibly one of those little turny engines that went forward if you even got that much.
Yeah. Although Happy Meal toys, I don't know, I think there was a minute there where Happy Meal toys were bullshit. Kind of like cereal prizes.
Yeah.
When we were kids, we would go to the store and we'd want a particular brand of cereal because there was a thing in the box.
Yeah.
Like, you remember Batman cereal had the Bat Bank, cellophane to the box?
Yeah.
Shit like that made us want to buy things.
Yeah, but a lot of the Happy Meals just kind of stopped trying,
Yeah.
That's a lot of things.
Every now and then you'll find some good Happy Meal toys. Like, they had some Adventure Time ones that were pretty cool. I got a little BMO. Because occasionally I'll still go get a Happy Meal if it has a cool thing in it.
Yeah, my daughter, when we were on vacation a couple weeks back, my daughter got a SpongeBob thing, because the SpongeBob movie?
Oh, yeah.
And there was a little Patrick that had a motion sensor, and you stuck him in a straw, so when he sucked on the straw, he talked. And he only said one phrase, which I don't even remember what he said, because she broke that thing within, a couple of days. Once she figured out she could stick her finger in there, and it would talk, because it sensed the movement.
Wow, this conversation's going off base.
Anyway, at least that's a step up from some of the Happy Meal toys I've seen. Like, electronics are kind of far and few between these days.
Well, the other thing is we should clarify, Happy Meal toys are McDonald's.
Yeah.
And McDonald's has always been more or less the top tier of fast food prize giving. And then at the bottom of it, you've got places like Carl's Jr. or Wendy's, where it's like, you get this little book. It's 4 pages long, and it's about that big, and it's like, alright, I guess, you're not exactly encouraging me to bring the kids here, but okay.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Not too long ago, they had those in Happy Meals, too. They had, little books. There were 4 of them that you could collect. And they had little bullshit stories. Like the one that Cora got was about an ant who was a bodybuilder. And it's because he ate right, and he was able to save everyone because of his strength. And the moral of the story was to eat healthy because everyone else...
Okay, be honest. You made this book up and just put it in a Happy Meal after you stole the toy.
there weren't any injuries.
So you
But-
just wrote that book.
But I thought that was the most bullshit thing to put in a Happy Meal. It's
Yeah.
like it's like almost it's like McDonald's like laughing in your face. Really, if you think about like it's
Well,
like
I think it's McDonald's trying to reach beyond their market. It's like McDonald's looks at their market and is like, what do? We sell fast food, which is arguably unhealthy. It'll keep you alive, but you don't want to eat it every day, all day. You could actually, sustainably lose weight on McDonald's.
yeah, as people have proven.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not like McDonald's food is just toxic waste in a wrapper. But a lot of people, when they go there, like some people I know, go there and like have a double quarter pounder with cheese and a side order of 5 McNuggets. Because fucking McNuggets.
And now they have the shaker things.
Those things are actually pretty good, though.
Yeah, I know. I've actually tried one. That's
Yeah, I stopped by McDonald's and I was like, give me a 10-piece nuggets. And the 10-piece nuggets by itself is almost $5. So they're like, are you sure you just don't want the 20 for $5? And I'm like, I really do.
Yeah.
So I got 10 extra nuggets for like 10 cents. Which isn't a bad deal.
Yeah.
So I wound up using the flavor shaker thing, and the ranch one was really good. Because that's what I did.
Yeah, I'll have to try that one.
But yeah, where was I going with this? Oh
I
yeah,
don't
the sustainability of McDonald's. It's like, okay, I'll go there and I'll eat because I like the double quarter pounder. I like the Big Mac. Even the chicken wraps, the bacon and the ranch. Those
Yeah.
are good.
Oh, I love those.
They're good. I mean, they're a slightly more healthy alternative. It's kind of like shooting yourself in the hand instead of the thigh. Because
Yeah.
you're less likely to bleed out with a hand injury.
Yeah, it's like injecting, less heroin.
Yeah, exactly. It's like crack light.
Soon coming to UnrealTalkStore.com.
Coming to your local McDonald's. Pee Wee Herman. And this is crack light. Yeah, but, I mean, McDonald's has to know their place. Like every business should know their place. I'm not saying you shouldn't expand. But it would be like the WWE trying to make educational historical programming, like having their wrestlers dress up in a historical reenactment
Yeah.
and then break out wrestling moves.
Or I'd say it's more similar to like the WWE starting a against violence campaign.
Well, not even that, because, they admit that they're staged and they do the whole don't try this at home. But it really is like, you are sports entertainment. Be sports entertainment. Like, you're fast food. Be fast food. You want to be a bit healthier? Cool. Change your ingredients. You want to give kids healthy options in their Happy Meal? Awesome. Everybody likes apple slices, Even I am not a proponent of fruits and vegetables in general. Fruits are better than vegetables. But, if someone says, hey, you want some apple slices? I'm going to be like, okay, I'll take some. They're pretty good. But when you get into things like education, it's like McDonald's is now trying to be like, well, we can write this book about how, eating healthy and working out is good for you. It's like, just do what you're good at,
like,
McDonald's.
It's like, give me a fucking GoBot in my Happy Meal and like stop.
Yeah, you know what
badgering
I still have?
Yeah,
The transforming the food toys
those
from
were
the
my
80s.
Those were my favorites. I had all those, like the shake that turned into the thing,
Yeah.
and like the French fries and the
I
hamburger.
think I still have the Big Mac and the quarter pounder, the old styrofoam container one.
Yeah.
That just kind of flips open and there's a little robot inside.
Yeah, oh, those were awesome.
Those were great. Those were so much fun.
Yeah, and they were simple.
Yeah.
I mean-
Cheap plastic.
I mean, everything is super simple as a Happy Meal. It's not like you're like going out and buying like a Barbie doll or anything. I mean, they even had Barbie themed Happy Meals over the years. And
Yeah.
those were complete shit, like little plastic Barbie head or whatever, and little like accessories.
The only other thing I think is kind of bullshit, although I can see where they're coming from, kind of like when we were talking about before, the differences between girls' toys and boys' toys. McDonald's actually does that with their Happy Meals.
Yeah, that pissed me off, the pink Spider-Man toys. It was like, okay, they had Spider-Man toys, because this was when Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out. And they had Spider-Man toys for boys and Spider-Man toys for girls. The girl ones, for whatever reason, were pink instead of red.
Because pink is a girl color. Duh.
Yeah.
Everybody has that hammered into their brain by now.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't have like Spider-Man hairbrushes or whatever. I don't even remember what the fuck they had for girls.
I don't remember either. But yeah, there was. And the rest of the time it'll be like, well, you can have your choice of Hot Wheels cars or My Little Pony.
Yeah, they've had that a couple of times. They've thrown that out there.
Yeah.
I think between between contracts.
Yeah, between big movies that come out,
That's when you get your most bullshit stuff right there.
That's when you get another round of like those little dolls based on the Wizard of Oz. Remember when they were doing that for 5 minutes?
Yeah.
I forget, there's a doll collection name, some big name in doll collecting, but they made Wizard of Oz themed Happy Meal toys, which were basically just little dolls with different characters, and there was a dozen or so of them, and people were going fucking insane trying to get a hold of these things.
Yeah, they had Yogi Bear ones, I remember, that you actually needed to keep the box of the Happy Meal for, because it was
Which is kind of stupid as well.
Yeah. Because it was like a little shooter thing, like it shot like little discs or whatever, you like to pull back the thing and pulled it, but the back of the box had like a Yogi Bear head, and you had to cut the mouth out, like had a little punch out, and you had to get it in the middle, so it was actually like a game that you played.
Which is cool and all, and it's good that the disc shooter works without, the Happy Meal box. But that does kind of get on my nerves too. Like something I've noticed with Loot Crate, last couple of crates, they're really trying to make the box part of the interactive experience. So last month, it was a board game. So you actually, if you wanted to play this game, had to keep the box that the Loot Crate came in for that month, which is a pretty big box for a couple of little game accessories, if you ever wanted to play the game. I was like, whatever. I mean, it's cool and all, but... And the last couple of months before that, it was like, if you turn the box inside out, like unfold it, and then refold it again, like backwards, it would make kind of a play set or a display for one of the things that came in there.
Wow, it's a lot of work for just one of the little knick-knacky
saying.
things. But yeah, if you guys have ever done Loot Crate, which is something we should probably touch on at some point, maybe do like a random on a Loot Crate.
I mean, people keep doing unboxings, and I hate unboxings. I think unboxing videos are the dumbest fucking things ever. I mean, like, for Loot Crate, it's one thing, because it's a surprise. You never know what's going to be in that box when you open it. I could put that box down here, unseal it, open it up, and be like, holy shit, what's in the box? I'll never know. Holy shit, it's a severed head. Nah.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box? Okay, so yeah, but, like, when people just buy shit, like, someone got a PlayStation 4 and they're like, I'm going to do an unboxing video. And
it's like, wonder what's in there. Like, it's a PlayStation fucking 4.
Yeah, motherfucker, that is the exact same PlayStation 4 everybody else gets. It's not like you're going to open it up and it's going to turn out to be solid fucking gold.
Yeah.
Why the fuck you make a video of that?
I love to see unboxings when shit's broke. Because I've seen that happen before. Where they just do, like, live unboxings and they put it up afterwards, but it's like...
It's broken!
Like, there's a piece missing.
Stupid.
Unboxing of their video cameras, and you're wondering...
How the fuck they shot the video.
Exactly.
Yeah, using some other camera to unbox their video camera. It's kind of like fucking your new girlfriend in front of your old girlfriend. That's really mean.
Or at least undressing her in front of the old girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then turning her off somehow. I don't know, like projectile shitting in front of her so she's turned off.
Or just be like, you can leave now. And the camera's like, oh.
I'm going to turn this new girlfriend on.
But yeah, that's unboxing videos are stupid. I mean, you might as well be unboxing a Happy Meal. Like, what's in the Happy Meal? Oh, exactly what I ordered.
Or like unboxing a frozen dinner.
At least then you get to eat something afterwards. But yeah, okay, so, I mean, like, getting back to the Happy Meal issue, I remember when I was a kid, one of the biggest disappointments was, like, you would go to McDonald's and you would see the display with all the Happy Meal toys, and you're like, ooh, I want that one. So you order your Happy Meal, and you open it, and it's the completely wrong toy.
Yeah, but little did we know then, which I actually know now, is they usually keep them all in stock in the back, so if they have it in there and you specifically request one, they'll actually put it in there.
I had to do that with that Adventure Time one, because I got the Ice King, and nobody likes the Ice King. Fuck that guy.
Oh.
But I was like, no, I don't know. I want the little green robot guy. And he's like, oh, yeah, let me check. And I was like, I see it on top of the pile. And he's like, oh, yeah. So I was like, yeah, I got a BMO. What? Got it sitting on top of my TV. Looks all
Yeah.
cute.
So one lesson that you learn in this video is that if your children want a specific toy in their Happy Meal, ask to see if they have one in stock.
And for the most part, I'm pretty sure most of you already knew that. I mean, or at least it's come to somebody's notice or attention that you could just be like, hey, do you have that one? And they'll be like, alright, let me check. Because the last thing they want to do is be like, no, take the toy you got. Because then you'll never come back to that particular McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's. I don't remember if Burger King ever really had any good stuff.
I don't really remember. I remember Popeyes they only had one toy, and it was always the little Popeye erasers of like the different characters. And I had like 50 sets of those things because I lived like down the street from a Popeyes, and my mom would go there like every weekend and get me like the kids meal, and I always got one of those little fucking things.
Yeah.
Oh,
Back
no.
before Popeyes disconnected themselves from the Popeye cartoon character.
Yeah, which doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. How you gonna have Popeyes without Popeye?
Yeah.
That don't make no sense. I mean, the whole idea was... Never mind. But then again, what the fuck did Popeye know about Cajun cooking?
I don't know, because I don't even remember them like saying anything about Cajun food at the time that it was Popeyes.
It's like one day they were like, you know what? Nobody knows what the fuck Popeye is anymore. Let's do something else.
It should have been, in my opinion, instead of it being like a chicken joint, it should have been like a Long John Silver's. Because you think Popeye, he's like a, he's sailor and...
Long John Silver's. I haven't been there in a while.
Me neither. I haven't been there in years.
I used to go there, every now and then before D&D games. I'd be like, you know what? I feel like some hush puppies today. And I would get, like, the sampler that has, like, 2 pieces of fish and some chicken and a couple of shrimp and the hush puppies. And I would be like, fuck yeah, I'll eat that. It's like greasy sponges that are flavored like fish or chicken.
There's the one around here maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I remember. I went into that Long John Silver's, and I was about to order, and then a mouse ran across the floor in the dining room area.
So?
And then the person I was with was like, let's go somewhere else.
no, we're done here. It's like,
like,
oh, it's just a mouse. Stop complaining.
It's like, is that a shrimp turd or is that a mouse turd? Like, I don't know.
Well, either way, it's going in the deep fryer, and all the germs will just cook off.
Yeah. One of them you're more willing to eat than the other.
True.
I mean, that's another episode. Shit you're willing to eat,
Literally.
Um,
But yeah, I don't know. I think... And then there was that thing about in California, you don't even get toys in
yeah, it's
Happy
like some
Meals.
sort of bullshit law that says, like, they were luring kids into, like, McDonald's because of the toys or something like that. I think they might have repealed that if they didn't.
I don't remember. I wasn't paying that much attention.
Yeah, you can leave a comment down below and let us know if they repealed that or not. But
California's been responsible for some really stupid potential bullshit. Like, I remember one point they were thinking about banning plastic grocery bags. I don't know if they ever actually did that or not.
They didn't ban them, but when I was there a couple weeks ago, there's a charge if you have plastic bags. So it's like something like 50 cents a plastic bag or something. So if you go grocery shopping, you better damn well bring your own bags because that could be like $10 in bags potentially, depending on.
Which is another good idea. I mean, as far as okay, we can't outright tell people they can't have plastic bags. However, if you think about how many plastic bags most people use when they go grocery shopping, and then, say, multiply that by 50 cents a piece, that's an extra, $4 or $5 in plastic bags that people don't want to spend money for. So, of course, now they're going to be like, well, I'll just pick up a couple of these little cheap-ass tote bags and take all my groceries home in that.
Yeah.
Because I'm saving money.
Exactly. I don't know. Somehow that related back to Happy Meals, but
well, no, it's just because of the whole, the ban and the
California cray-cray.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, fucking nuts.
I blame Arnold Schwarzenegger for some of that when he was governor.
I also remember, I don't think they were Burger King toys. Now that I think about it, back in the day, I think it was like Mario 3 came out, and they had like Happy Meal toys for that. I think they were Burger King though. There was one that was like Mario with the raccoon ears and the tail, and you pushed him down on a little thing, and then the suction cup would let go, and he would like, boing!
Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah, there's like those toys. I do remember those were kind of cool.
Yeah.
They didn't suck that bad.
I know, Roy Rogers had... like Happy Meal toys.
Roy Rogers. Man, last time I went to Roy Rogers, there was like one in existence in the entire state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And we always managed to take it when we were on the turnpike and we're like going somewhere. I think we were on our way to the shore. And it was like, oh, well, there's Roy Rogers. We should stop and have lunch. But, we didn't think about no kid meals.
Yeah, I think those are Hardee's now, if they're
Probably.
even Hardee's.
Yeah, or they're a subdivision of Hardee's if they haven't already been fully absorbed.
Yeah, or if you're on the West Coast like we are, that would be Carl's Jr.
Yeah. Carl's Jr. / Hardee's. We need 2 names because... reasons?
Because studies show that in the East Coast, people don't like smiling stars.
No, they still use the same logo.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all you got to say to that is, fuck you, I'm eating.
Yeah. Brought to you by Carl Jr. Oh, man. Let's see. Hot Topic and Happy Meals.
Yep. 2 things that are absolutely fucking not related in any way, but you know what?
Well, they kind of are. They both relate to a certain sense of nostalgia. Like thinking about the past and where we've come from. Of course, I don't really remember the last time I actually got a Happy Meal in earnest. I mean, when I do it now, it's because there might be one of the cool toys that I want to get, and I'll be like, yo, give me a cheeseburger Happy Meal. And I'll just, chug the chocolate milk, eat the burger real quick, and that's it. I got my little toy.
Well, the one thing that I've got to say about Happy Meals is that since I have children, I can say no matter how shitty the toys actually are, my daughter's still excited to open it.
Yeah.
And I think that's really what it's all about. McDonald's realizes they don't have to come up with something like super elaborate or, wonderful.
Unless on some off week, some jackass is like, hey, we should put books in this. And everyone's like,
Yeah. And even then, my daughter read that book for homework one day because she has to read for 20 minutes.
It took her 20 minutes to read that book?
No, I gave her something else afterwards.
Yeah.
But,
I was going to say,
yeah.
That's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah. Anyway, why don't you tell us down below what your favorite Happy Meal toy was of all time? Because you've been to fucking McDonald's.
Everybody has. Or even if you haven't, Wendy's, Burger King, Jack in the Box.
Yeah, anything.
Wait a minute. Does Jack in the Box have kids' meals toys?
I've never seen a kids' meal. I'm sure they have them. But
yeah, I know they have a kids' menu, but I can honestly say I don't think Jack in the Box actually has toys.
Yeah.
Or any kind of prizes.
Coming next time, we order a Jack in the Box.
He's buying.
Comment down below. What do you want Jack in the Box?
No, you're not getting any. But push the like button. And maybe if we get 3 million likes on this video, we'll buy one lucky fan Jack in the Box.
And ship it to you. No charge.
Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's was, it's good. For $8, it's great.
Yeah, I mean,
but
that really is, like, I mean, a lot of people run to that as kind of a